Forgot about Graph when I was talking about villains. Graph is, other than being like a meme, in like, hey, Graph is awesome. Like, Graph serves his purpose pretty well. I was powerless. All I can do was stand by and watch as they took Ellie away from me. I'm powerless. They took my wife. They'll pay for this. Oh, hey, Wiseman. Been a minute since we've seen you. What are you doing there? Oh, it's you. I wasn't able to beat Graph. I didn't stand a chance against him. It was obvious from the start. It was impossible to try and defeat a monster machine like that to begin with. By the way, I meant to say this. I was joking about, I was talking about Jesse being the best character. What happened to Jesse? Is my man Jesse still alive? We haven't seen anything on Jesse, or maybe it was like, maybe they glossed over it in like one of the narration scenes, but like, what about my man Jesse? I'll be upset if Jesse died. And Ellie, why was she so damn foolish? I implicitly told her not to come. I told her not to run away. She had to have known it was a trap. Yes, you won't be able to defeat him like that. As long as you continue fighting with that kind of attitude, my controller's having a fit all of a sudden. As long as you continue fighting with that kind of attitude, that is... The reason you lost and that young lady was taken was because of your pride. Weren't you depending far too much on the power of your machines? Not to mention that id power you're not able to control. What is Graph's source of power? His machine, his technique, his experience? I don't think so. It's his feelings. His heart, his feelings are dominated by his resentment and his hatred of the world. The hatred is his source of power. Your feelings weren't focused enough to fight off Graph. That's why you could not win. Your feelings must be in the right place. That's strength. I'm not surprised you lost, seeing as you do not understand the true meaning of strength. Wiseman. That young lady. Can't tell if you're asking legitimately or not. Kind of both. I think... Well, I'm sure you can tell. They're not gonna... If they didn't already give me a brief rundown of what happened to Jesse and if he's still alive, then they're not gonna do it now. They're like locked in for the end of the game. This is kind of the setup for the end. With how much the other characters are sidelined, like, they're not gonna do it. So maybe in Perfect Works they go into it, or maybe they gave like a quick little rushed summary and they included Jesse or something. I don't know, or implied. I straight up don't remember. And it wouldn't really be a spoiler to tell me if they did or not, because I played this game before, but I'm not sure. Because maybe they said it like during like, oh, when they're like, oh, we went to Nissan to do this. Maybe during like one of those they were like, oh yeah, and something about Billy and Jesse and the ethos or whatever. But they're not gonna do it now because like they're locked in for the end. This is kind of like, this is the setup for like the rest of the game. Like everything we got going on now, it's kind of, that's what they're locked in. They know what they're focusing on now. The only thing in her heart was her desire to save you all. She set aside her fear and piloted that machine. It was because she had strong feelings that you're all still alive. That is what I think. Of course you have been defeated, however that doesn't mean it's over. How do you plan on responding to her feelings? It's now your turn to save her, is it not? Well, what are you gonna do? Faye? He's absent from Disc 2 according to the wiki? Yeah, that's why I knew they didn't mention it, because I feel like I would have remembered it. I think that's the thing, right? Because Disc 1, like, ending the game at Disc 1 would be such a cliffhanger. And then it's like the riveting question, like, hey, did the characters we liked survive or not? If they ended at Disc 1, it'd be like, oh, I wonder if some of the others survived. All the way back in Solaris. So I guess it's like just not explained at all. Then again, Billy and the side characters in general are like really sidelined. The cast in Xenogears is weird. Faye and Ellie get a lot of focus. And then Citan gets a good amount of focus. Not so much in Disc 2, but he gets a lot in Disc 1. And he's like mysterious for all of it. And then Bart has like a subplot. The cast in Xenogears is really inconsistent, and some of it was due to some of their lack of development was due to time constraints and cut content. Rico and Emeralda. I'm going to. That being said, Billy and Maria are in a bit of a weird spot because they clearly have story setups and like some relevance for parts of the story, but they feel half-baked. Like, Billy feels like he should be more relevant than he actually is, but he has his moment and that's like it. Same for Maria. Choo Choo is, quite literally, Choo Choo is the mascot. I kid you not, I think they made Choo Choo because they were like, we want a mascot character. That's the existence of Choo Choo. In order to save Ellie, we began to search desperately for her whereabouts, and 2 weeks later, we found her. Using the data obtained from Raziel and his own nanomachine technology, Krelian had begun the construction of a god's ark, Merkava. Its completion was imminent. To prevent its activation, and to rescue Ellie, we headed for Merkava. Oh, Disc 2 has definitely been Faye and Ellie and lore. Disc 2 basically ignores the others. Like, basically just Faye and Ellie. You again. Are you girls thinking of going in there too? Don't get any wrong ideas there. We're here to help our commander. Myung and Krelian have been manipulating his emotions for the sole purpose of eliminating the Emperor. We simply want to free the commander from those bonds so that he may be saved. It's neither for the sake of the world, nor for the sake of your girlfriend Elhaim. We have no intention of fighting on the same side as you. Fine. You have your own battles to fight, and we have ours. Let's leave it at that. Hey, controller, stop being annoying. But if things get out of hand and you head back, we'll handle it. We'll make you eat those words. You wait and see. Alright, goodbye. And they show a screenshot of the Weltel and the Element mech. We entered inside Merkava, and, while fighting back units of weapons that self-regenerated through the use of nanomachines, we headed for the central core, and then, once again, Ramses appeared before us. Man, can you believe the last time we did a dungeon was the Anima Dungeon 2? The second Anima relic? I know we're joking about Disc 2 being so much visual novel, but actually playing it, it's insane to think about. How the last time we did like a dungeon was where we fought Hammer. It's just insane when you put it into perspective. Here we are. Oh, I do get to move around. I wasn't sure if they were gonna let me. Okay. I like Citan, so we're gonna use Citan. Ellie, no! I miss her already. Emeralda or Billy? Probably Emeralda. Holy cow. This is insane. Wait, is there no fixed spot here? Let me make sure everyone has a frame HP heal because Emeralda didn't last time. Equip. Why do you have all these shields? You do not need all these shields. Armor defense value up. Yes, 90% HP. Let's get you a 90% HP increase. And let's get the Weltel too a 90% HP increase. Level 3. Yep, level 2. Is there a magic strength up? Does Emeralda even have ether attacks? I don't think she does. Oh, she does! What the heck? What the heck? Alright, well, she's our new, Oh, I just realized something. Did they take... Okay. I think they gave me back the ether doubler. I would have been really upset if they didn't. Because Ellie had one of... We have 2 now, but I think the other one's on Maria. I would have been really upset if they were like, hey, you don't get to use your ether doubler because they took Ellie away. I'm pretty sure Maria has the second one, but really we only need 1. As long as we have 1, we're fine. I completely forgot Emeralda was a caster. Well, that'll help fill in the void that is Ellie. Although no one can replace Ellie, but you know, we can try. At least for the combat side of things. I am gonna miss blasting Iroids, though. That was like my favorite thing about the mech battles. Maria should have the second ether doubler, though. There's not really another character I'll give it to besides Maria, because, you know. I guess I could give it to, Billy, and we can make Josiah Cannon better, but even still. So I find it weird that there's no, fix spot here. I guess I can't get gear upgrades. I've been waiting for you, Faye. Ramses. There he is. Faye, if only you hadn't been born. Alright, that's a little rude. What on earth happened to your gear? This is a downgrade in every sense of the word. We're going to settle this now. Stop it, Ramses. What reason is there to continue fighting me? Who are you fighting for? Why do you always have a bone to pick with me? Tell me why. Tell me why? It's all because of you. If only you hadn't come in and destroyed my prospects in life. Alright, laying on a bit thick there, buddy. My life was given to me within a nanoreactor in Krellion's lab. To be born as a superior being above all humans, but then... Alright, talk about a major inferiority complex. Huh. This time, your body is young. The previous one got too old. And the name? Karen. The individual names have no meaning to me. So, what brings you here? Is that the thing inside the nanoreactor there? The one? Huh? Oh, recognition code 0808191, Ramses. The Emperor's been told it's a prototype for an artificial contact. What's its status? It's entered the so-called first growth stage. From now until the binding, its growth will be several times faster than that of the ordinary human, but its psychological development will be a little difficult to control. It's a replica, so that's to be expected. It's moving. Can it hear us? Yes, it already has a will of its own. Then, I have a better way. Let's dispose of it. We do not need this. We have my child. My child will be 4 this year. Your having a child is significant? Yes. I checked it out. There's no mistake. It's a contact. What's its name? My child's name is Faye. So you understand what this means. Ah, Faye's mother revealed. A corresponding antitype is... Yes. Probably already born somewhere. Final one? Then this thing is worthless? Yes, totally useless. Poor Ramses. Haha, chase after it, boy. A love that's unattainable for you no matter how hard you try to pursue it. It's gotta suck to be Ramses. Until then. Because of your existence, I was discarded. I was destined to be the representative of God, having the might of the Emperor. That was destined to be the ultimate existence, having the power to exercise absolute control over all. But I lost it all because of you. My mother? How do you know her? Ramses. Commander, please stop this. Commander, if what you say is true, then that's even more of a reason not to fight. You were just used by Krellian and... Silence! Even you dare to censure me. I saved you from nearly becoming a test subject and now you turn on me? You're mistaken. We're only thinking of your best interests. Silence! Ultimately, only I can help myself. I'm the only one that can correct this. This is the end for you. On guard, because here I come, Faye. Well, finally some light was shed on why Ramses hates Faye so much. Oh, hey, it's the only boss theme in the game.